I just started. Alright, so I'm going to do something a little bit different for this video. I'm going to review some Lego, or not review, but show some Lego things that I got in a Lego haul, and then I'm going to show some costume pieces, a new hat, and some toy weapons. And then before ending this one, I'll show some movies that I've gotten since the last time I made a video. So, let's get started. First up, I'll show off the minifigures for the sets before the set itself. So we got Lloyd with a transparent green head, and I like the fiery look of the mask. That's cool. Got gold ninja stars. I guess Zane lent them to him. Blue ninja vice. That was nice of him. Nice ice. Haha. Then I got a ripcord tornado spinner for Lloyd as well. I put a little flame piece on from another set that another part of the same set that you'll see in just a second. So there's those two things. And then where the flame and gold stud piece came from was 3 of these builds. I think they're either candles or bombs. Probably candles, but bombs, I think. So I'm going to say they were bombs. Next, we got, speaking of Zane the Ice Ninja, we have Titanium Zane with a cool scythe and newer Ninja Star piece. And he came fighting a Ninjroid, which looks like the same version from the previous sets, which makes sense because it's from a legacy set, so that's perfectly acceptable. Then with those 2 minifigures came a little stand thing or platform that they could fight on, as well as this platform. I don't think it had anything in this folder. Maybe the Ninjroid's weapon if he's fighting hand to hand. Let's see. What else? Okay. Oh, and with Zane also came this little stand that you could set him on the black part here. You can rotate him around, make it look like he's doing jumps and things. The next two ninja characters also came with a similar or the same build, just in their respective colors. This one's white for Zane since he's originally wearing a white costume. Well, actually, originally they were all wearing black except for Kai. But anyway, rabbit hole. Next up, speaking of Kai, we have this version of him with a cool flaming sword. Love the handle. He's got one of those ninja stars as well. He came with this kind of like dojo entry build. And a practice dummy. And he was fighting a skeleton with Jafar's shoulder pad armor. Pretty cool. And he has a red acrobat stand. That's what I'm going to call it, an acrobat stand. Okay. So, the last Ninjago thing that I got was one that had a blue serpentine character and Jay, originally the blue ninja, hence the blue bandana. and he has a little blue thingy to jumping pad stand with some bamboo build here and a snake shrine. Might even be a functional chair, maybe. Yeah, and then there's some extra weapons that I gave a couple of the bad guys. Another fire ninja star and a dual-sided lightning staff or lightning scythe. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the snake the double-ended scythe, and the skeleton can have the other red ninja star or orange ninja star. I mean, Nindroid can get a weapon from previous Ninjago set that I got, or it looks like the top of a staff or a staff weapon of some sort. And then next up, I'm debating whether to do a Mandalorian themed set from the show The Mandalorian, which has a spoiler, or a generic snowtrooper Hoth type, almost like a battle pack set, but not. I don't think it was called a battle pack. But I gave these guys extra weapons too, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to show them with their extra weapons until I've shown off the whole set. So we got a biker scout with binoculars, and it is a female biker scout. Very cool. Then we got a regular snow trooper guy with the kind of medium tannish olive hands. Same hands on all the characters, so I'll just commented on it that once. We got a snow sniper, looking very pleased with himself. Yeah, there you go. He has the new silencer type thing for the snipers, and there's one of those in the build itself with a cannon that I'll show in just a second. Then there's a regular another regular snow trooper. This one is also a female, like the biker scout. So very cool. All right. Extra weapon back. This extra weapon back. I like my figures to have dual weapons. If they have two hands, may as well use a weapon in each one, right? One of the three builds involved in this Snow Trooper Star Wars set is a icy little, or a snowy kind of like fort they can hide behind and shoot, kind of like this. All right. You'll see why I didn't give this guy another weapon in a second. I gave one of them a ring from vibranium from the MCU, and the other one a custom little blaster that looks like he's shooting it, with the red studs there, or clear red studs. So you'll see what weapon I give this guy in just a second. But first, there is a speeder bike. It's a simple build. Part of it just popped off. Anyway, get this back on. There we go. Simple build. Looks like it has a little turret underneath it right here. This one right there. And it's got a megaphone for if they need to shout for some reason over a megaphone. And then where the other sniper barrel comes in is in this blaster build. And since it does have a handle to be held by a minifigure, I've taken it off of the stand and give it to the snow sniper, the sniper guy, like this. So he has a big old scary sniper, or kind kind of a, well, I imagine this would be more of an E-web cannon. So there we go. The stand has additional blasters on it that I could give to other characters if I decide to do so down the line. Yeah, so that is that set. I'm setting things on a chair next to me. Okay, for space concerns. Alright, so the next set has spoiler warnings for The Mandalorian Season 2. So if you haven't seen Mandalorian Season 2 yet, all the way through, go ahead and sign off of this video at this point. I'll be going over it in just a moment. I'm going to show the whole set at first with the minifigures staging it, and then I'll show the characters themselves. So here's the staged set with Luke Skywalker and the Dark Trooper robots. He was able to go through like an entire squadron of those guys in seconds, when it took Mando about 5 minutes to fight one. More evidence why a lot of Star Wars fans really like Luke Skywalker. Alright, I'm only going to show off one of the Dark Troopers because they're all exactly the same. So here is one of them. I'll show under his armor here and his face print or head printing. So there's some on the back as well. Not an alternate face, but there's some detailing on the back and the front. And then this is his armor piece. Has the same printing as his torso does on the front of it. So the armor just makes it look more intimidating. And then here is its helmet. Very Vader-esque, in my opinion. Also very cool. I ended up giving these guys each extra hand or things to hold on to. I gave this one a wrench so he can help repair his friends. I gave this one a hammer to knock people out with. And in case people get cold, I gave this one fire. So those are the Dark Trooper guys. They're all exactly the same, except for the additional weapon that I gave each of them. The part of it that is a spoiler warning is Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker appears in the Season 2 finale for Mandalorian, alternate expression. He's in this set, he's sporting a new hood that was created for Palpatine, but it's become the new common hood, I guess. It's common among Ben Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, and Emperor Palpatine. So that is all the Lego stuff that I got. And then so I have a place to put the Legos. I will show you something I got while I was in Eastern Washington that I didn't include in my previous video. That is checkerboard fedora. It's a real thin material, but it's comfortable at least. So I'll go ahead and load it with these Lego things. At least enough to set it on the chair next to me. Next up, another thing I got while I was in Eastern Washington, actually two things I got while I was in Eastern Washington. The Mandalorian set I got in April in Eastern Washington, and then These were just about a week and a half ago, almost. We got a sword with a cool skeleton on the handle as kind of a guard. So I like that. And it all fits in one frame. Very cool. Alright, so there's that one. And then I got this yellow and red cap gun. It does open up. I'm not going to open it though, because this chamber thing will fall off if I do. And I got another toy gun, but this one's not a cap gun, to my knowledge. But it does have a spring-loaded hammer. It's a cowboy revolver, which is cool. Bang. Alright. Next up, I'm going to show some Halloween items that I got. And then some. We'll finish off with like 7 movies in the show. So here we go. We got a Scream dagger or knife, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's more of a Bowie knife. I like the chrome, very shiny. I got a deluxe phantom mask. That's what the package called it. This will be part of my costume this year. I'm going to be Phantom of the Opera for the 3rd time in my life. And then the next thing I got, it has become something I'm going to wear when I watch horror movies, and especially the franchise it's from. And that is a Freddy Krueger glove. Very cool. Shiny, just like the Scream knife. So that is cool. I like this. It's even shiny underneath the finger there. Underneath each finger is the same shininess that is present on the blades. So very cool. Alright. Now for content that I usually put out, we have a 2-pack on the same disc with The Boogeyman from 1980 and Return of the Boogeyman. I'm not sure when that one came out, but there you go. I watched Boogeyman. I haven't watched Return of the Boogeyman yet. The Boogeyman was pretty good. It was a different version than I thought it would, because usually with things like this, the Boogeyman would have been personified as an entity to itself. But in this, it was mirror fragments possessing people to do crazy things and knocking things over randomly, causing household hazards. So there's that. And then I got The Boy Next Door. I watched this one as well, and this one was kind of a drama movie. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And one I'm looking forward to watching soon is the Blu-ray combo pack with Blu-ray DVD of the Killer Tattooist. He always leaves his mark. There you go. I'm looking forward to checking this one out. Looks like it's a fairly recent release. It says 2020 on the case. So, and 2019 also. So it probably came out in 2019 and the Blu-ray was 2020. That'd be my guess. So there's that. Then Another one I'm looking forward to checking out is The Woman in the Red Dress. I don't recognize any of the names on the back of the board, or case, back of the case. There we go. But I thought it looked cool. It's the back. I'll show you the back of these other ones too. Back of the Boogeyman. Back of the Boy Next Door. Back of the tattoo thing. Okay. Then I upgraded the format for one of my VHS tapes, and when I found The Haunting with Liam Neeson and Owen Wilson and Catherine Zeta-Jones from the Zorro movies with Antonio Banderas. So I upgraded this from VHS to DVD. So that is exciting. And then, what's this? Oh yeah. I upgraded the format of Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. That's the second movie in the series, I believe. 2-disc special edition. It has all spark language inside. I guess that's Kryptonian, or not Kryptonian, it's Cybertronian. There you go, Cybertronian. Since the Autobots and Decepticons are from Cybertron, it would make sense for them to be Cybertronian. Although I don't think they ever actually call them that in the Michael Bay movies. Then, something I saw when I was over in Eastern Washington at Goodwill that I didn't pick up at that time, that I picked up on Monday, I think it was Monday, is Dirty Dancing 2 Havana Nights. I had the original one beforehand. Here's the back of the package. Here's the back of Haunting. Back of Transformers. I think my wiki stabbing something. Probably bring Optimus back with the Matrix Matrix of Leadership, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I watched any Transformer movies. Then I got a 5-disc complete series of Space Above and Beyond. That sounds more like a Land Rover thing, because that's their slogan, Land Rover Above and Beyond. So here's that. It's a box set with 3 smaller cases. Here's a case for discs 1 and 2. Back of each one the same, just corresponding color. 3 and 4, 5. And the backs, like I said, they look the same as discs 1 and 2 did. Different color. Just a different color. This aired in 95 and 96, or through 96. Just one season, but some of the space-worthy vehicles on the front look pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to checking that series out when I get to the S's in my collection viewing. In regards to that, I think at I've been stuck in the A's for a while because it's kind of a big section. I'm at AM for my titles that have American in the name. More specifically, I'm continuing, in between watching random things from my collection, I am alphabetically, I am on A for American Horror Story Season 3. I believe I'll be on disc 2 when I start watching that again. But that is all I got for you. This is a longer video than I've done in the past. We're at just over 25 minutes here, so hope you enjoyed the content. Hopefully there's something that you guys all enjoyed in this, be it the horror movie merchandise with the Freddy glove and the Scream knife, or the sword, or the toy guns, Phantom of the Opera mask. That one's a favorite of mine. I love the Phantom of the Opera. Or the Lego stuff. Or since you're expecting movie content on my channel, maybe you like me talking about the movies the most. In which case, I apologize for saving that for last. But I wanted to show the Lego stuff especially first before going down into that particular rabbit hole. So that is all the things that I've gotten since my last video. And one thing that I got back in April with the Mandalorian themed set, or the Mandalorian season 2 set. Sorry if I ended up spoiling the show for you with Luke Skywalker's appearance. Hopefully we've all seen through season 2. I'll put a disclaimer in the title of this episode that is a spoiler warning. So if you don't want to have a Mandalorian season 2 spoiler, don't click on the video.